Have you ever heard it's illegal to tie your pet giraffe to a street lamp in Atlanta? Or that whistling underwater could land you in hot water in Vermont? These aren't urban legends. They're actual laws, still lingering on the books in the United States. And trust me, the truth behind these bizarre regulations is even stranger than the rumors. Hold on to your seats because today, on Factual America, we're diving into the wildest, weirdest, most head-scratching laws that actually exist across this country and uncovering why they came about. I guarantee you're going to love this one. Hey there, folks. Welcome back to Factual America, where we dig deep into this country's history, facts, and everyday curiosities. If you're someone who's wondered why certain things are the way they are in America, you're in the right spot. Today, we're pulling back the curtain on America's most bizarre laws, the ones that make you laugh, scratch your head, and question what was really going on in those old city meetings. So stick around, because if you think you've heard the craziest law out there, I promise you haven't heard anything yet. All right, let's jump in with a classic. In Arizona, it's illegal for donkeys to sleep in bathtubs. No, seriously, this law is real. Back in the 1920s, a merchant near Kingman allowed his donkey to sleep in an old bathtub. One day, a dam broke, flooded the town, and washed the bathtub, with the donkey inside, miles away. It took a huge group of folks to rescue the poor animal. The city council decided enough was enough. No more bathing donkeys. They figured it was easier to ban donkeys from bathtubs than prepare for another animal rescue mission. That, my friends, is how ridiculous laws are born. But it doesn't stop there. In Alabama, it's illegal to wear a fake mustache in church if it causes laughter. Now, imagine a time, maybe during the 1950s, when church wasn't just for worshiping, but the whole community gathered there for stability and seriousness. Some prankster decides it'd be hilarious to toss on a fake mustache and stir up a laugh in the middle of Sunday service. The lawmakers' solution? Ban fake mustaches, not everywhere, just in church, and only if they're funny enough to get the congregation giggling. Moving on to Florida, where single ladies beware. You can be fined for parachuting on Sundays. This law was originally created to discourage reckless behavior, and believe it or not, stop women from using parachuting as a sneaky way to escape marriage proposals. Now, I can't guarantee how many proposals were actually foiled by this law, but you've got to love the creativity. Let's head north to Minnesota, where it's illegal to cross state lines with a duck atop your head. This one's a head-scratcher for sure. As unusual as it sounds, it likely started as an effort to keep public decency in check, or perhaps to stop smuggling. Or maybe some lawmaker just really didn't like ducks. Whatever the reason, if you're traveling that way, maybe leave the mallard at home. Now, California's got its fair share of wacky rules, but this one takes the cake. It's illegal to whistle for a lost canary before 7 a.m. This might seem oddly specific, but digging a bit deeper, it's all about noise control and not disturbing your neighbors at ungodly hours, especially before coffee. But why the focus on canaries? Maybe birds were the original escape artists, back before cats took over the internet. But perhaps my favorite comes straight from Georgia. It's illegal for chickens to cross the road in Quitman, Georgia. That's right. Lawmakers actually made it illegal for chickens to strut across the street. Turns out, this law was made to hold chicken owners accountable for letting their birds wander freely into traffic. So the next time you hear the joke, Why did the chicken cross the road? In Quitman, Georgia, the answer is he didn't, because it's against the law. Let's talk about a law that brings out everyone's inner outlaw. In Connecticut, a pickle must bounce to be considered a real pickle. Yes, an actual bounce test. This law came about in the 1940s when pickle packers were caught selling subpar, unsafe pickles. Officials decided on a simple test. If it bounces, it's good. If not, back to the brine with you. To this day, it's a quirky reminder that sometimes the law really is black and white, and a little green. And don't think the West is any less creative. In Denver, Colorado, it's illegal to lend your vacuum cleaner to your next-door neighbor. I know it sounds crazy, but it was originally done to help curb the spread of dust and supposedly disease back when vacuums were rare and considered high-tech. Across the country in Indiana, it's against the law to catch a fish with your bare hands. While it sounds like a challenge on a reality show, it actually has roots in conservation. Officials created this law to protect fish populations and ensure that fishing was done in regulated and humane ways. Of course, sometimes the intent behind the law is just as strange as the law itself. In New York, it's illegal to take a selfie with a tiger. This one is a bit more recent. The law was passed in 2014 after a string of tiger selfies at exotic pet events. Lawmakers decided that the best way to keep people, and tigers, safe was just to ban the practice outright. So if you find yourself at a New York party with a tiger, maybe just take a selfie with some pizza instead. These laws may sound ridiculous, outdated, or just plain wacky, but they offer a unique window into American culture and history. Sometimes they reflect old-timey fears or local events that spiraled into legislation. Other times, they stick around simply because nobody ever bothered to take them off the books. So, what does all this tell us? Well, America's legal system is as colorful and diverse as the country itself. From bouncy pickles to bathtubs for donkeys, every law, even the weirdest, has a story behind it. Next time you find yourself laughing at a silly regulation, just remember, there's probably an even odder one in your own state. Now, I'm dying to know, what's the strangest law you heard about where you live? Have you ever knowingly or unknowingly broken one of these wacky rules? Share your stories in the comments down below. And if you got a kick out of today's video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to Factual America for more weird and wonderful facts, and tap that notification bell so you never miss out. Remember, here in America, sometimes the truth really is stranger than fiction. Thanks for watching, and until next time, keep it curious and keep it factual.